Hi, this is Depressaholic, and just going to make a very quick video to share with you a little anecdote about something that happened to me yesterday that sort of put a smile on my face in a slightly weird way. Later this year I'm doing a sponsored walk for Oxfam, and I'll make a video later sort of to tell you about that. But what I'm doing at the moment is lots of training walks, which just basically involve leaving my house and walking in a random direction until I get very, very tired, and then going home. So yesterday I decided to walk from my house to Chepstow. Now, for those of you who don't know the area, I live in Bristol. Bristol is in England and Chepstow is in South Wales, and if you really don't know the area, you have to cross the River Severn to get between the two. And the Severn's a couple of miles wide at that point. So despite claiming possible relationship to the Ginger Jesus in my last video, I thought I would probably forego walking on the water and take the bridge. And there's two bridges across the Severn, but only the northernmost one has a footbridge on it. So when I set out from my house, it was an alright morning, but by the time I got to the bridge, it had turned into a very wet and rainy Thursday afternoon, which I admit might have been looked like a bit of an odd time to go for a stroll. So I started walking anyway. It's like I said, it's a sort of 20-minute walk to get across the bridge. I became aware about a third of the way along the bridge, I became aware that this black car was following me, and it wasn't following me on the road, it was on the footpath behind me, and it was driving at pretty much the same speed I was walking. So I thought that was a bit weird, and I turned around to look at the driver, and he sort of looked at me, and I carried on walking, and then he just carried on behind me, and so I moved to one side to let him pass, and he just stopped, and I just became aware that he was following me along the bridge. And the bridge unfortunately has a reputation as a suicide hotspot in that part of the world, and I realised that he was following me in order to stop me jumping off the bridge, or to check if I was going to jump off the bridge. So I sort of turned around and walked to the window of the car, and I made eye contact with him at that point, and I just tried to give him a look that said, "I'm just going for a walk, I'm not going to jump." And for whatever reason, he sort of acknowledged that, and then he just drove off. So he drove off towards the Welsh side, and I just carried on walking. And by the time I got to the Welsh side of it, he turned round on the footpath, and he just gave me a little salute and drove back to England as I walked off the bridge at the other end. Now, this might seem a slightly sort of flippant video to make about something which isn't very nice. The fact he's got to, every time someone appears on the bridge walking, probably on their own, he's got to drive up and down to make sure they don't jump off it. And obviously that's not very nice for him, because I'm sure he's got better things to do with his day. But it was just this lovely kind of absurd moment when the first time we made eye contact, that he was looking in my face, thinking, you know, was I embroiled in one of the darkest moments of my life, and was I struggling with the inner turmoil, and you know, was this sort of thunder and lightning moment where it was all going to come to a head for me, or was it in fact going for a little walk to Chepstow? So I just want to say to that guy in the car, thank you very much for looking after me. Sorry if I caused you any worry, and carry on doing a great job on the bridge on the River Severn. This has been Depressaholic. I'll see you later.